side. So I'm just gonna show y'all how I line up my beard. You know what I mean? When you don't go to the barber, if you don't have a straight razor or anything, you know, you can just line it up with one of these. You know, 2-blade razor comes out pretty clean. I'm gonna show y'all how I do it right now. First, I wet my face with some warm water. You know, make it a little bit easier to cut. I usually do it when I get out the shower, but since I didn't get out the shower, you know, just throw some warm water on my face. Then I want to blade under a little bit of warm water. And you can style it different ways, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to slant the mustache. So first, I'm going to line up the bottom a little bit. And if you want a really clean line on the bottom, it's best to get like some clippers, like some anti-TR liners, but since I don't have that, I'm just in there with this. It's still clean, you know what I mean? If you want your mustache and beard to look clean, it's always nice to line it up from the bottom and the top. Now I'm gonna line up the top. I guess I'll let y'all check out this side. You see the difference. You see how it's kind of lined up. Now I'm gonna hit the other one. Then after that, I'm gonna line up the bottom. I usually go to the barber to, you know, get it lined up straight, so I really don't trip too much. I just, you know, outline and maintain it till I make my next trip to the barber shop. Now I'm gonna line up, you know, my beard a little bit. And that's the same thing, like, I could get more detailed with the sideburns, but you're gonna need some better clippers if you want, you know, the end of right here to blend in right there. You know, I just wait for the barber to get it lined up crisp, but this is basically, you know, just keeping it semi-clean until I get my next cut. Now I'm gonna hit the other side. can see, I kind of messed up a little bit right there because what I do when my hair gets long is I bring the razor over the top and I'll kind of like cut the length to trim it down a little bit. I trimmed it down a little bit too far, but it'll be back in like a day or so, so I'm not even tripping off of that. Then I go underneath my neck. Get your washcloth, you know what I mean? Wipe off that hair and that's pretty much it. Made a little error, but you know, it's all good. It's gonna be back. And that's how y'all do it. Subscribe. Yeah.